Happy day, students. Today we shall learn the second lesson from the Moments book, The Adventures of Toto, written by Ruskin Bond. Before I proceed to the lesson, I would like to give a brief introduction. Keeping pets is a very popular hobby. However, when one has a baby monkey as one's pet, the experiences are bound to be very different. The Adventures of Toto describes humorous episodes related to a mischievous pet monkey and the failed efforts made by its owners to give it a comfortable home. So, the theme of the lesson is the story is based on the experiences of people who keep animals as pets. There are many people who keep animals as their pets. Even wild animals, some people keep it as their pets. The theme thus deals with the outcome of interaction between humans and animals. It shows the interaction between the humans and the animals. It shows that not all animals can adapt themselves to human way of life. We should agree to that. Each animal has its way of life of living. So some animals can adapt with human beings, some cannot adapt to the human way of life. It requires a great deal of patience and skill to train animals to acquire non destructive behavior. So, we need patience to train the animal so that they can live with us, they can stay with us. Okay, now coming to the summary. The narrator's grandfather had a private zoo. He bought a baby monkey from a Tonga driver for 5 rupees and added it to the zoo. This new pet called Toto. He was a pretty monkey with bright and mischievous eyes. He was a very mischievous monkey. He was so naughty that he would frighten people by showing his white teeth. He had dry hands with quick fingers, and he would use his tail as his third hand. Toto looked cute, but his presence was kept a secret from the narrator's grandmother. She did not approve of any new additions to the already existing pets. Consequently, Toto was put in a closet opening into the narrator's bedroom wall and was tied to a peg fastened into the wall. However, the naughty monkey did not stay there for long. He tore off the ornamental wallpaper and pulled out the peg. He also tore the narrator's school blazers in shreds. Grandfather was so fond of Toto that instead of being angry, he was pleased with his destruction. He said that Toto was a clever, that if he had got more time, he would have tied the torn pieces of the blazer to make a rope and used it to escape from the window. After this, Toto was put in a big cage in the servants' quarters. A tortoise, a pair of rabbits, a tame squirrel, and the narrator's pet goat already lived peacefully over here. But the mischievous monkey troubled all these animals at night and did not let them sleep. So grandfather decided to take him to Sharanpur with him, where he had to go to collect his pension. The narrator could not accompany his grandfather on this trip. A big black canvas kit bag was used to carry Toto to Sharanpur from Dehradun. Some straw was put at the bottom of the bag to make it comfortable. The bag was strong enough to prevent Toto from escaping or getting his hands out. So when he tried to come out of the bag, he could only make it roll out on the floor and jump with it into the air. The quaint sight drew the attention of the onlookers at Dehradun. On reaching Sharanpur, Toto suddenly poked his head out of the bag and grinned widely at the ticket collector when grandfather was producing his ticket. The collector initially got a shock, but after regaining his composure, asked grandfather to pay for the animal. To the annoyance of grandfather, the ticket collector referred to the monkey as dog. Grandfather made an attempt to convince the collector, but had to finally pay 3 rupees as a fare for Toto. Irritated grandfather took out his pet tortoise from his pocket and asked the collector to charge for it as well. Funnily enough, the ticket collector examined the tortoise closely and said that there was no charges to be paid since the pet was not a dog. So funny, is it? Finally, Toto was accepted as a pet by the narrator's grandmother and he was given a comfortable home in the stable. He was to stay there with his family, donkey Nana. However, on the first night of his stay, Toto hung on Donkey's long ears with sharp teeth and never ever became friends with him. Toto used to love hot water baths in winters. His bath ritual was a sight. Grandmother used to give him a large bowl of warm water, and Toto would first test his temperature with his hand. See how smart the monkey is. Then he would step into it gradually, one foot after other. Then he would sit comfortably with water up to his neck and rub soap all over himself with his hands or feet. One day, Toto almost boiled himself alive while trying to bathe. He saw a large kitchen kettle left on the fire to boil for tea. He jumped into it and he was about to be boiled in the hot water. He was about to be dead in the hot water. Then Toto's monkey business continued and it was decided that he could no longer be kept as a pet at home. This happened when he was caught stuffing himself with rice, that is pulao, laid on the table at lunchtime. Grandmother screamed at him when he saw this. Toto threw a plate at her and glass of water in the face of one of the aunts who tried to shoo him away. On grandfather's arrival, Toto picked up the dish and got out to sit in the branches of the jackfruit tree. He stayed there all afternoon and ate slowly till he finished all the rice. Then, to irritate grandmother, see how naughty the monkey is. He threw the dish from the tree, thus breaking it into pieces. The middle class family of the narrator could not afford these frequent losses. They have lost so many things because of this naughty monkey. So grandfather sold him back to the Tonga driver for 3 rupees, thus incurring a loss of 2 rupees. So he sold it back to the Tonga driver itself. So what is the message of the lesson? The writer intends to convey the message that baby animals look cute and we are tempted to keep them as pets. Of course, all the small ones, younger ones look very cute and we would like to have them as pets. However, we should not get carried away by this prettiness because each animal has its own characteristics. We cannot keep all just because it is looking very pretty. We cannot keep all the animals at home, right? Some animals like monkeys are very mischievous. Monkeys' nature is being mischievous. They can cause a lot of damage if not careful with them. If you are not careful with them, they will cause so much of damage to us. So one should not keep animals as pets unless one has adequate information and skill to train and handle them. If we want to keep pets at home, we should have the skill and patience to train them. However, animals thrive better in their natural habitat. So it will be comfortable in the natural habitat instead of putting it in the cage and we are enjoying at the cost of their loss, at the cost of their happiness. So Let the animals be free. Okay, thank you, students.